Good evening. Tonight, I'd like to discuss the idea and use of tools in paganism and in Wicca. We'll talk about specific tools in later videos. Most religions have certain objects that are used for ritual purposes, and Wicca is no exception to this. The purpose of these tools varies greatly depending on the religion. They could be used to invoke the divine, to banish negativity, or to direct energies. In Wicca, all of these reasons exist, plus a few others. Many of the tools of Wicca have entrenched themselves into the myths surrounding witches. For example, the broom and cauldron are almost always associated with practitioners of the craft. Almost everyone has seen some movie, television show, or Halloween poster that depicts a witch flying across the moon on a broom, or using a cauldron to brew a potion, or even using a magic wand to change the form of someone who might be just a little irritating. While most of these images are certainly an exaggeration, most people do not realize the powerful magic behind these tools and their symbolism. The broom, for example, is an important symbol in Wiccan practice, used for cleansing and purifying sacred spaces. It is particularly effective when used to sweep out negative energy. It was never used for actual flying, but it has an important purpose nonetheless. Obtaining these tools can be fairly simple or an incredibly complex process, depending on the practitioner. Some practitioners find their tools in nature, such as a tree branch which would serve well as a wand, or a seashell that looks as if it would make a good chalice. Others choose to make them using whatever materials are available at the time. Still others decide that purchasing their necessary tools is the best route. In truth, there is no right or wrong answer here. Found, made, or bought, as long as the tool serves its purpose and the practitioner is comfortable with it and its use, then it is the right tool. Tools may not be strictly necessary in Wicca, but they certainly serve to enrich its practice. They symbolize the complex energies that might be worked with during rituals and spells, and frankly, some practitioners just enjoy using them. While the tools themselves have no power but that which is given to them by us, they can have extraordinary benefits for individual practitioners. If you enjoy the use of a tool, if it helps you in your practice, then it's the right tool for you. They can serve to focus thoughts, and they can often act as a switch by telling the brain that now is the time to work magic, or to express spirituality, or to read the tarot, or to practice divination. Your tools can serve as a key, a reminder to your brain that now is the time to be magical. Some practitioners might say that tools should not be used at all. That's their prerogative. Nobody's required to use a tool. Just because someone else is using an athame or a chalice does not mean you have to. You can certainly practice Wicca and all forms of paganism without any tools whatsoever. But if you do choose to use tools, you should do so only as long as you are comfortable with them. So it's most accurate to say that tools should be used as long as you might wish them to be used in your own practice. You don't have to. You don't have to exclude them either. Whatever works best for you is what is best for your magical practice. So use magical tools in your practice of Wicca as long as you feel comfortable doing so. And it's all right to change your mind. It's all right to start with tools and then abandon them later on. It's all right to decide that now is not the time for you to get tools, whether it is because you don't want them right now, or maybe you don't have the space to store them, or maybe you are practicing quietly in a household of others that do not practice and you'd rather not have those tools at all. Any reason to have tools or not have them is valid. You do not need an excuse to have them or to discard them, as long as you are comfortable with their use. So while in the next few weeks we will definitely be discussing several of the magical tools you might use, you are not required to have them in order to practice Wicca, paganism, or magic. You can call yourself a witch without ever having touched an athame. It's all right. You don't need them. So use those tools if they work for you, If they don't, it's all right to just not bother. That's about it for us this week. Blessed be.